it's Randy Duck and welcome back for another video, and today we've got two replays to show you in the tier 10 Mercenary Premium Tank Destroyer, the Ruthless. And here on the first week replay on Province, we are platooned up with Swindle 321 and Jammers. Now if you want to see the equipment and crew setup I run in this tank, you will be able to see that at the bottom of the screen as I speak. So initially, as we try and move towards the position we want to go to in this tank destroyer, a gorilla gets spotted and we look to try and get a quick shot in this tank. But unfortunately, our friendly platoon mate Jammers, unaware that I was going to stop suddenly, does ram us in position, so we can't quite get that shot in. But that was just a bit, bit unfortunate more than anything. But it does look like, I'll just sort of take the time to stop to see if I can get any other cross shots before I move into the position on the cliff line, and it looks like there is I may get an opportunity to shoot this E75 if he pokes up again, and he does, and I slap him with an AP round for over 1,000 damage and picking up the rest of his hit points and assistance. So a great start to the game. So I like to play this ridge line on this side because then I can get cross shots onto the enemy tank destroyers or heavies or what that will be on the other side of the map when they get detected. This is the encounter battle, but we're not really concerned about the enemy team capping out on us, to be honest, because of where the cap circle is. But we have spotted a mouse crossing, and this mouse is going to be very unfortunate for him if he continues on that path. Or we hit him again with an AP round, picking up another 1,000 of damage, and he pretty much loses like 2,000 hit points there, all in one go. So a bit unfortunate for that poor mouse there as he makes his advance. But that is, the thing with Province, it's a bit awkward if you're on a slow heavy tank like that trying to get across. But it has meant we've had a great start to the game. I'm just stopping again just to see if we can get any more shots in. I'd love to be able to slap this enemy medium if he comes back a little bit further. I've swapped to the Hesh rounds because I do use the advanced reloader, so I can swap between whatever shell I need to. And I think that's a very important equipment for a tank like the Ruthless, where all three shells can be very effective, and you can boost your damage by swapping between the AP, Hesh and the HE rounds for when the situation allows you to. So far we managed to get into this position and we haven't been targeted, and so far so good really. We're going to see if we can get a cheeky shot. We can splash this guy now, and if we're able to get a shot in, there we go. We don't need to pen because he's only on 200 hit points. So we use the correct round for the job and pick up a first kill of the game. And now we've pushed up onto this ridge where we can sort of spot tanks in their base and pick up some assistance. If you see my recent E4 video, I pretty much did the same thing, and that's from this spawn. It's kind of what I like to do. I find it most useful. We may be able to get a shot into this little heavy tank here, use the AP rounds in, and we managed a full pen in there, picking up our second kill and put us under 3,500 damage. So a really good start to this game in our Ruthless here. Now we do have to be careful as always when we get spotted here, so we don't get shot from the opposite side of the ridge, just what we're doing to the enemy team. But if this enemy heavy tank actually pushes up and tries to get shots into us, he's really going to have a nasty surprise waiting for him when we hit him with the big Ruthless gun. And unfortunately for him, he does that, and we just slap a big round into him, picking up another big shot of damage, putting us under 4,000 damage now, with a little bit of assistance as well. And we're starting to take in control of this game here, and we still got all our hit points, so we can afford to lose a few in order to trade it out with a big shot, if possible. So it's always very helpful to have your hit points in that situation. We do have shots at this enemy mouse potentially if he stays there. We're letting our aim circle just fully aim here. We do need him to poke out again. We may be able to put one through this turret. Oh god, and we do. Picking up our third kill of the game, put us under 5,000 damage now, with 7 tanks remaining. And we've gone on to have it's a great start to the game. There's still damage available to us if we can get it. So we're just sort of waiting for a big reload to come off. And it's coming kind of perfect for us, this really. I think we've hit pretty much every shot. And then we slap another big one into that tank destroyer crossing and puts us on the 6,000 damage mark with our 4th kill of the game. And we're taking a lot of control. We do actually have cap pressure now as well. So we're going to win this game. But we've seen an enemy F3005 over the other side. We would love to shoot that tank with the Hesh rounds because we can pen it. We probably even could pen it with the HE as well. But we bounced a shot off of the tank destroyer there, and we're going to try and put one in. That shot was just, yeah, I didn't have long to to shoot that, but we chanced it because you never know. Sometimes you get God RMG, but it didn't happen for us in that moment. But there's only 4 tanks remaining, and I'm just hoping to land one more big shot. And I think it's probably the FB1005. I think it has the most hit points left. I'd love to be able to put a shot into that tank. But yeah, we have to wait to see if he pokes up and allows us to get that shot. We're moving to a better position. I think it actually might be a grill actually, sorry, not the FB1005, but we're waiting to see if we can get a shot in. Maybe we can get one into this Progetto here. He just needs to pull back a little bit. Unfortunately, no, not quite enough. It was a grill. We do finish him off, putting us onto 7,000 damage now with 5 kills and 750 blocks. That was a giveaway that it was the griller. And a little bit of assistance with 1 tank remaining. And can we get that shot in? I'm going to need him to come forward in order for me to get that shot in. And I don't think he's playing ball, unfortunately. And it looks like he's going to get taken out by our friendly team before I can get a shot in. He's got no hit points, but if I do finish him off, I would get the top gun. So it would be nice to try and get that kill. But I don't think it's going to happen. But we're going to move over just in case we are able to squeeze that shot in and get the top gun. But it's going to rely on him sort of poking up. He pokes a little bit higher. We might be able to squeeze this in. But no, he gets shut down by a friendly tank. And that brings us then to replay number 1. But one more big replay to come. Let's see how we finish off with this one. 5 kills, 7,000 damage. I think we do confirm, yes we do, the ace tanker and the high caliber medal. So let's move on to replay number 2. Okay, so we made it to replay number 2, where there is 2 enemy light tanks and 1 enemy artillery, and we are on Sand River encounter battle. So from this encounter spawn, I'm going to move up to this ridge line, once I've got done getting spun out that is, and just see if we can get any shots on any of the tanks on the 1-2 which try and cross. Now with 1 artillery in the game, it is awkward because if we do get spotted, we're going to get shot by the artillery naturally, and we have to be a little bit careful. So I think what I'm going to do is get into position and just wait to see if anything crosses up the sort of A6-7 area, as sometimes they do. And I'm kind of thinking at this stage, what I might do is not actually poke and get spotted, because if I poke now and actually get detected, then the chances of the enemy team, if they're paying attention, crossing in front of a Ruthless is unlikely. And because of my sort of lack of gun depression, if I poke there, I'm probably not going to get shots in before the enemy team on the ridges get shots into me anyway. So I think initially at least I'm going to just try and stay undetected. I haven't been spotted, so the artillery's not going to be shooting at me, and it kind of looks like on the mini-map that they're about to cross. So if I just stay unlit here and they commit to cross, then it's going to be too late, and I'm going to slap them with an AP round or a Hesh round, depending on what round I think is going to be best. We do choose to do the AP round, and that's exactly what happens. This Oho crosses, and we put a Ricci cross, and we put a nice big shot in, and we don't actually get spotted until very, very late, which is very, very handy for us, because we think we're shooting through the bushes. He must have not had a great crew. That allowed us to not get detected. I'm now trying to wait for the spot, and I'm thinking, are they going to do this again? Are they going to cross in front of me again? But I lose my spot, and I think, well, it kind of looks like this heavy tank's going to do the same thing. And if they do, it's going to be very, very good for us. We are losing this game, unfortunately, but the heavy tank crosses, oh god, and we detonate that ammo rack. And in 2 shots, we are now on 3,000 damage with 1 kill. And yeah, that poor old heavy tank there, yeah, that was not pleasant from him. But great for us. So it's a little bit awkward now. I definitely don't think anyone's going to try and make that cross again. I'm going to see if I can get any shots in, not anyone. But like I say, it's a little bit awkward. But at least I've waited till the sort of the later part of the game before I poke, where maybe I'll get a chance to get a shot into something unexpected if I'm able to poke and not get detected. But we do unfortunately get proxy spotted by that medium tank on our left on the hill, which is going to make our life difficult. And the enemy team are winning. They've actually kind of won the other side, making our life awkward, to say the least. So at this point I was thinking about moving to try and get any shots in on those tanks crossing, but then where that light tank moves up, it's going to make life even awkward. So I think I'm just going to move back and see if I can just try and get a bit of a distance, so when they come out of that sort of area, I can try and get some shots in. So I was initially thinking about trying to get all the way back up to our ridge on the left behind us. As we get spotted, it's just not going to be possible. You can see who actually was targeted. I imagine that's why something in the bush, yeah, in the base. That's exactly what's happened. There's something unlit in the base farming us here, whether it's that light tank or there's another tank there. Trying to keep my frontal armour facing as I try and escape, so that at least they're not farming me and giving them easy rear pen shots. And we do lose our spot, but this game, we've got it's going to be a difficult one, isn't it, for us to win. We've lost map control, we're kind of pinned back, and life is not looking easy for us. This Mutz does cross, we pick up the kill. We only pick up 94 damage though for our efforts, because he lost all the hit points crossing there, and we are getting farmed from the base. And yeah, life is very, very awkward for us right now. And to make matters worse, the enemy artillery was looking to shoot us as well. Maybe we can squeeze in a kill shot though on this heavy tank if we're lucky. We do squeeze that kill in, bringing up the numbers slightly. And it's kind of just fight for survival at this point. There's nowhere for me to really go at this point, because you can see my whole team's pushing this one corner. I'm just trying to do what I can. I'm waiting to trying to stay undetected while I'm reloading. See if I can put another shot in to finish one of these off. I swapped to the HE because that tank was a one shot to us. Maybe we can get a shot though into this enemy tank destroyer here, and we do, and we actually finish him off with the HE there, bringing our 4th kill and put us on to, well, just shy of 4,000 damage. But now the artillery hits us, puts us on to a one shot to most of the tanks left. And yeah, with that artillery focusing us and being basically trapped, life is difficult. But we're going to do whatever we can to try and win. We have to move because the artillery is going to kill us if we don't. I try and get to this ridge here to see if it spots prevent the arc of the artillery. Unfortunately it wouldn't, because where the artillery is located, and he splashes us again and puts us on 22 hit points. So yeah, life is very difficult. I see tanks now pushing up behind us on that ridge. Left with very little option here. I'm just going to try and pull up to this ridge here. It might somewhat stop the artillery or make it difficult, I would say, to get a shot in. But being that we're only on 22 hit points, he only has to splash us. So yeah, it's not ideal. But with our medium tank looking like he's going for the artillery, maybe he can finish him off. Now I've got to finish off this FE1005 before he shoots at us. And thankfully we do. We pen him with a Hesh, finish him off, picking up our 5th kill of the game. This game's not all but lost yet. It's 3 versus 4 now. Somehow we brought this back. Our back chat kills the enemy tank destroyer, bringing us into a 3 versus 3. So this is, although it looked far from winnable, it now is a winnable situation. But I've got to be difficult for me because of the enemy artillery still left alive. I'm waiting for this light tank, and I need to full pen him with the Hesh in order to survive here. But he is going to poke, and we do exactly that. We full pen him with the Hesh round, picking up our 6th kill, putting us on to almost 6,000 damage. Now I really just need this artillery to die to our bat, because if he kills the artillery, leaves me in a 1v1 against a standard B. Now I don't know how healthy the standard B is. I'm hoping he's one-shottable to us. I have gone for the Hesh round. Maybe I should go for the HE round, because maybe gives me a bigger chance of one-shotting him. But I've gone for the Hesh, and unfortunately artillery hasn't died, and that is a problem for us. There's a standard B, and then our back chat dies to the T92. I'm thinking this is all over here. We shoot him with the Hesh round. I should have shot him with the HE round, because I would have penned, and unfortunately he pens me as I try and leave. And yeah, I still had a good game. It's a shame we couldn't win it. If I'd have one-shot that standard B there, who knows, eh? We might be able to pick up that win. But I wanted to show it anyway, because it's still a good game. 6 kills, 7,000 damage. Only the first class, because it was a loss. But yeah, decent game anyway in the Ruthless. So thank you so much for your support, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!